to my channel. My name is Crisanta de la O. I'm 35 years old, mother of 4, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 7. Today I am going to show you what is in my CNA bag. I am specifically a hospice aide. I work out in a very small town in rural West Texas, and I absolutely love my job. So today I want to show you everything that's in my bag, plus all of the things that I need that I bought from my own money. I will link down below everything that I bought on Amazon in case you think that you can use it, that helped me do my job. So if you're interested in that, stick around and we'll get started with the video. Thanks for being here. Okay, so first things first, I want to show you my bag because I absolutely love it. Right here, it has my name and it says Nurse in Progress. It's a pretty big bag. It's very sturdy. I love it because I'm pretty rough with things, so I'm no gentle flower. So it's a nice sturdy bag. It's leather material. It has this longer strap, has the handles, and it also has a zipper at the top. And on the side, it does have a zipper and a little compartment to put like your keys and small stuff. This was actually gifted to me by my ex-coworker who I absolutely love and I absolutely miss. This is the first week of me working without her. She will be dearly missed, but she is an amazing nurse, and she was just somebody that I loved working with. And she gifted this to me when she found out that I was going to nursing school, so I love it. So let's see what's in here. I carry a lot of things. First of all, this is my work tablet. In here, I have all of my patients that I see, plus their medical records and any information that's necessary for me to know. Like for instance, because I do work in hospice, naturally they're supposed to sign a DNR. And if you don't know what a DNR, it just means do not resuscitate. So if they stop breathing, I do not perform CPR. It's very important for me to know who does not have a DNR in case a patient ever stops breathing. I will know who I need to perform CPR on and call 911. That's very important information for me to know. And it also has the care plan of what I need to do as a CNA, as an aide. So it has all of my tasks. And every single patient is different. This is what my company uses for them to also be able to pay me. This has all of the documentation of my time in the home, of my mileage, and my drive time. So it's all documented on here. And then what my coworker bought me, that's very useful, especially for older patients. Oh, I hope I have it. Oh, here it is. I have a ton of stuff. I'll go through that. This is what's in that little zipper pocket. Is this pin right here. It's not a normal pin. This is a pin that we use for our patients to sign electronically. They can use their fingers, it's fine, and that's what they were using for a long time until my coworker, the RN, gifted this to me, and so now they use this in conjunction with this, and it helps them out so much. And they get so embarrassed because they think their signature is so ugly, which is so cute, but now I have this in handy and they absolutely love it. So very, very useful. Definitely not essential, but you know, it's useful. And then of course I have my stethoscope. One of the things that I'm kind of disappointed in is that the company that I work for, they don't require for CNAs to take vitals, and I really wish they would, because it would allow me to work on my stethoscope skills. I'm not very confident in them. When I was doing my CNA training, I was not good at it, and I have a Lippmann stethoscope, so it's a really good stethoscope. It's just your classic black stethoscope. So I carry that in here. I have not had to use it, but I always carry it just in case a nurse needs it. There was an instance where a nurse needed to listen to their lungs. They didn't have a stethoscope. I had one, so it came in handy. In here, of course, we all know everybody has this case. So on one side I have my stethoscope, on the other side I have these shears. These come in handy. I haven't had to use them much, but when I do, they come in handy. For instance, patient's socks were too tight on him, and of course the circulation, they don't have very good circulation, and so anything that's constricting on them will sometimes make it worse. So what I did is I cut off the top part of their sock so that it wouldn't constrict their legs. And then there's another time where a patient was bedbound, and she became bedbound, and it was really hard to take off and on her clothes. And so what the nurse had suggested was to us, for us to cut her shirt from the back, not all the way up, but you know, we would stop at the shoulder blade. That way when we take on and off her clothes, it is much easier. So these do come in handy as an aid. When I bought the case, it just came with these pen lights. I have not had to use them yet. I have tape. This does come in handy because sometimes patients have wounds, and the nurse has to put gauze or some type of band-aid or bandage. Sometimes that's not enough for the bandage to stay on the body, so we will use tape. So very, very handy. Okay, I also have these glasses from Stoggles. These are very useful. Sorry, they're very dirty. I need to clean them. They're very useful for my job because I clip toenails. I clip nails. That's part of my task as a CNA. And when you're clipping toenails and when you're clipping nails, you're very up close and personal, especially to their feet. And when you're clipping them, they can be, typically they're very brittle and they're flying everywhere, and you don't want them to fly into your eyes. At least I don't. So these are just protective gear for no nails to be flying into my eyes. And also when you're giving patient a bath, if you want to protect your eyes, you can always wear them as well. And of course, they're purple because if you can't tell, I love purple. Okay, so I'm just showing you everything that I have in my bag. I have these body wipes. These I typically have in the back of my car. That is where I have all the supplies. That's a different video. I've actually recorded that. I think it was a Sunday reset vlog that I uploaded where I showed you all the materials and supplies that I have in the back of the car that my company supplies our patients. So part of that is body wipes, and this is used for patients who don't want to shower, but that will allow me to at least wipe them down. This is what I use. Then I have this silicone dressing. The nurse that I used to work with actually gave me this just in case. It is not a CNA's job to do any type of wound dressing. That is way out of our scope of practice. Sometimes I would change the dressing on a patient in case, for instance, if a patient took a shower and it was drenched and they needed a new dressing, as long as I had the nurse's permission or the nurse would tell me when to. So I have this in my bag just in case, but my company does not provide me with these because, like I said, it is not my job to do anything with wound care. Face mask. I haven't had to use these yet. If the patient has COVID, our company does tell us to wear a face mask. I have this. I just bought this. I have never gotten so many compliments until I started wearing this perfume, and I love it because it's not flowery, it's not strong. What I love, it kind of smells natural. I can't explain the smell, but it's not strong and it's not powerful and it's not flowery. It just makes you smell good. And I first heard about it, of course, on TikTok. I went ahead and ordered my second bottle. At first I ordered the small one, and this time I ordered the big bottle plus this roll-on. You know, when you're in patient's home, sometimes the patient's home doesn't smell good, or you feel like you don't smell good, and so I'll just roll it on my neck. I haven't used it yet, but that is what I bought it for that exact purpose. So I have this, I have a scrunchie. I also have a pulse oximeter. This came in handy one day when the nurse's pulse oximeter wasn't working, and I told her that I had one, and it worked. So I always have this handy, and it's so important for the nurse to know the oxygen levels. If they're not breathing well, then we need to get them oxygen. And one time it did come in handy because I noticed that one of my regular patients, she had to work really hard to breathe, and I took her oxygen and she was 88, 89, so I was able to tell the nurse about it. Okay, I also have my sunglasses. I live out in West Texas and I'm driving a lot, so this comes in handy. I have deodorant. This is the only deodorant that works on me. It's the Clinical Strength by Secret. It's the gel kind. I sweat a lot, and so this comes very much in handy, and I always have to have it with me. And then a hair clip. It's rare that I have my hair down, but now that it's cooler, I do like to have it down, but I'm constantly giving patients shower. My job is very physical, and I have my AirPods. I don't know why I have my AirPods, but I go to the gym a lot, and so I like to carry it in one place, and I always like to carry it in my purse. So there's that. The rest of these things are unnecessary, but I'm just showing you what's in my bag. I have my pencil case, a pen case. I am constantly writing. If y'all don't know this, not because I want to be a writer, but because I have so many ideas going through my head. Let me show you. I have my planner in here, and I have my other planner that I want to start this upcoming year. So I have both of my planners in there, and then I have this. This is important for when, say I didn't charge my tablet and I need to be writing down the miles, the time that I was in the patient's home, and get information from them, like if they had when they had a BM, if they have had any falls. I have to write all of that information in here when my tablet shuts down. So very important information I need to write on here, and also any thoughts, anything that I need to remember. Say I'm gonna go to the grocery store and I want to remember to get something, so I will write it down. I'm constantly writing because I have so many ideas going through my head, or so many things that I need to remember. So this is always in there. I'm a little excessive. I also have my 3 bullet journals. This is my this is my YouTube journal. Any YouTube idea that comes to mind, I will write it down. This is my fitness journal, and this is my life journal. So I'm writing down prayers, I'm writing down goals, I'm writing down just a bunch of things. So I am constantly, this is always in my bag. And my planner is important though. I carry my planner because I constantly need to be checking if there's something that I need to remember, whether it's an appointment or whether it's an after school activity and I need to pick up food. It just helps me to not waste so much time and forget that, oh, I get home and I'm like, I forgot to pick this up, and then I have to go back to the grocery store. So this helps me to save time and just to remind myself on the things that I need to do before I get home, so I'm not constantly leaving and wasting time. My planner is important. This is important, just not my 3 journals, but I'm a journal girly. I love to write, so I always carry them with me. Okay, so that's all for what's inside of my bag. Let me also show you what I bought that I always carry with me that is important for what I do. I bought these clear bags from Amazon. It came in a pack of 3, and it was important for me to have them clear because I need to see what's inside of them. In here, this is where I carry my tools for nail care. Let me show you. Since my patients are older, their nails are very brittle, or they're very hard, or they're very thick. These have come in handy. These work amazing. They're very sharp, and what I love about them, so you pull these 2 things up and you're able to clip. A regular toenail clipper will not work on a patient who's 80-something years old and has fungus on their feet or on their toenails. Their toenails are very thick. You need something that's sturdy and that's, you know, got good grip. Oh, and also that can open wide enough, because like I said, you know, regular ones, they don't open wide enough. This has a really wide opening because patients' nails are pretty thick, at least the majority of them are. And so I needed that wide opening to be able to go in there and clip it. So very, very useful and important. It also came with this little tool, and I'll use this little tool to either scoop out dirt that's in their nails, or if they have an ingrown toenail, I'll very carefully and gently try to push the toenail out so that I can clip it. I'm no expert when it comes to ingrown toenails, but that's as far as I'll go when it comes to that, because sometimes the patient's feet, they hurt so much and I feel so bad, but I'll end up doing that. But before I clip their toenails, when I do foot care, and if they will allow me, which most of them will, I carry this tub with me. I'll put warm water in it, okay? I bought this at Dollar General. And I'll add some Dr. Teal's Epsom salt. And I love to buy the eucalyptus and spearmint scent. It smells so good. It smells like they're in a spa. And so I'll soak their feet first and let it soak for a couple of minutes before I start clipping their toenails. So that is very, very important for my job. Epsom, I mean, we don't have to buy this, but I do just to, you know, make their experience more comfortable and more soothing. I will carry that with me always. Gait belt, so necessary. I have not had to use mine yet because most the patients that do need to be that I do need to use one on, they already have one. But this is so necessary as a CNA to be able to transfer patients safely, especially if they're patients that are very heavy. And I have quite a few patients who are very heavy. I also bought a pack of these Scrubbies. My patients, there are some patients who like for me to exfoliate their skin, and so I'll use this, or if they have their own preference. But I like to use this foaming bath with Epsom salt, and it has lavender in it, and I'll scrub their skin, and it's a nice experience for them. We don't have to do that as a CNA. We can just wash them and cleanse them with a washcloth. But some of them really do need a nice exfoliating, especially when their skin is so dry and you just see flakes everywhere. That's when it's time to exfoliate their skin. But some of them, they want me to do it regularly, like once a week, and I don't mind that one bit. To me, it's kind of satisfying knowing that dead skin cells are being rubbed off and that they're nice and fresh and clean. I just feel like it helps the patient feel better, so I don't mind that one bit. I also have this gown. This gown actually came in handy today. I used it because I have a really cute 100-and-something-year-old patient who does not like to look old, okay? She still likes to dye her hair because, God forbid, she does not like to look old. She's so cute. So anyways, today her daughter did dye her hair, and so I had to get her in the shower, and she can't walk, so I'm lifting her, and she was full of dye in her hair. So this came in handy. I was able to put this on so that I wouldn't get any dye on my clothes or myself. So this actually came very much in handy. I need to buy more of these. Now this is actually new, but I've been needing to buy for a very long time. This is for me to be able to wash patients' hair who are bedbound. I have one patient who has her own, and it's an inflatable one, but recently I've had patients that have become bedbound, and I haven't washed their hair in a tub because I didn't have one, and so I finally bought one on Amazon. I love that it has a visor here for the patient to put their head on it, and it has this neck rest. So I really love it. I love that it's plastic because that means it's really easy for me to clean. Oh, and Clorox wipes, I forgot to get those down. Very essential because I'm having to constantly disinfect all of these tubs. So very important. Now speaking of tubs, besides the white tub for their feet, the wash basin for their hair, I have 2 of these basins. I actually have 3. I have a 3rd one in the car for just in case. Now I use these for my bedbound patients. I use one to wash and one to rinse, and there's a washcloth in each one. This is what I use to be able to bathe my patients in bed. So these are very important. These I didn't have to buy. This was given to me by my company. So these were provided for me. Now before my wonderful coworker bought me my own bag, I was using this black bag that I bought at Walmart during my CNA training. It was meant for my clinical bag. I loved it because it's so big. You can wipe it off easily, and it has pockets all around it. So I love all the storage space. But now I just use it to keep some supplies. Like I have it for lotions, this shampoo and body wash. Oh, here's my manual blood pressure cuff. also very important because you never know if a nurse will need it. But yeah, that's what I use it for now. But what I wanted to show you was these two things. So hand sanitizer, of course. I have my lotion in the car because since I'm constantly sanitizing my hands, I also like to use lotion on my hands. So that's important. And then this was given to me by my coworker. I need to put it on my new bag. What it is it carries little baggies in there. And I take one bag out, and that is where we put our gloves. So part of my task is to throw out patients' trash, and the last thing I want to do is throw my gloves into a brand new trash bag that I just put in. So I don't want to put my trash into their trash can that was just cleaned out. So what I'll do is I'll just get a baggie and just fill it up with all the gloves that I've used. Once it's filled, then I'll throw it away. Then I'll get a new baggie. So yeah, that's it for today's vlog, or that's it for today's video. It wasn't a vlog. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Merry Christmas! Bye!